Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Bill. If not, thanks for checking back in with me today. Out here in the garage with White Rice, as you can see, we got her in the air. I've been out here for a couple of hours. I come out here because I got some parts in. I got an oil pan gasket for the engine that we put together for this car. I got my order of spark plugs, and finally the timing belt showed up for White Rice here, so we can finally get the camshafts in, get this guy timed. I've been out here, like I said, I've been cleaning, organizing parts. I put that transmission back together loosely. I mean, it's not ready to go down the road, but as far as it goes, everything's together. The reverse gear's just in there hand tight, and the shift plate and everything's on it. But so I got this cleaned up. I got this all cleaned up. I do have to get a little bit more of the anaerobic sealer around the bolt holes here, and then I got the case cleaned up on this side. I did dump some fresh fluid in there to help flush any of the old fluid out, get any debris that might have gotten in there over the past couple days being open out, so that the drain's out. That fluid's been run through with new trans fluid. I got the end plate cleaned up, the shifter electric plate cleaned up, the reverse gear's cleaned up, the case the back case on the trans is cleared, I got the end plate cleaned up, the shift selector plate's cleaned up, reverse idlers cleaned up, and this case extension housing, or whatever you want to call it, is cleaned up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cram the gear set in here. I didn't film a whole lot with me cleaning, obviously, because who wants to sit here and just watch me do this for probably a half an hour. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up that anaerobic sealer here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get that gear set shoved in, get the transmission sealed up, and then see what kind of, get the transmission sealed up, and then see what kind of time I got for the rest of the night. I might start grinding on the calipers, I might not, just depends. If I don't start grinding on the calipers tonight, then I'm just gonna put the radials back on. I will get the timing belt and the camshafts in it hopefully tomorrow, and then I will be ready to try and get somewhere else with the car. Start grinding on those calipers so I can get the 13s to clear, get them ready for powder. I did order the caliper rebuild kits for those brake calipers. I couldn't figure out which was which. The guy that I bought them from said they were from an ACR, and from what I was looking at, it looks like the ACR was spec'd out a lot like the RT car was, and they had rebuild kit options for an RT, and then there was another one for base and SXT. So I ordered both. They were cheap enough, so I guess we'll see when they get here which one's right. I'm gonna go ahead and get this transmission case cleaned up for I'm gonna go ahead and get that anaerobic sealer off from those selector plate bolt holes. We'll get that guy cleaned up, and then we'll get this gear set packed back in here. Then we can really start going back together with the car. We got the gear set in the car. So once I get the timing belt and everything on this car, and then hopefully the intercooler piping, the O2 housing, bracket, stuff like that, then I'll be able to get Andy's car done tomorrow night as well. So we got the cam magnet, cam sensor plugs that we're gonna stick in his car, take it for a spin, see how everything rides, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully that kind of clears up whatever he had going on from over the winter, because the car would hit like 4,500 and then just go nowhere. It would start breaking up and spitting. So I think it was just in early stages of a cam sensor going out. The car does have like 160,000 miles on it almost. It's like 159 and change. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's a pretty decent shaped car. I don't think he's ever had a cam sensor issue with it yet. So I mean, he's been the, well, I can't say the original owner because he bought it used in 2006, but he's had the car for 14 years now. So it is like 1 o'clock in the morning. I am going to get this one wrapped up for the night. I'm not going to bother trying to grind out the brakes or do anything else with the car tonight. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to try and at least get the timing belt done. I'll get the O2 housing and the bracket on, and then we'll get Andy's car pulled up to the door, and I'm going to stick that cam magnet sensor and plugs in. We'll take that for a ride, make sure we're good to go there, and if we are, we'll get the car back to him. He'll seafoam it, see if that idle misfire kind of clears up for us, or get some miles put on the car to see if that idle misfire will clear up. And if it does, then we'll get it back down here, we'll get the blow-off valve in, we'll start moving forward with the aftermarket stuff that we want to change, not necessarily things that need to be addressed. Just try to clean the car up and get it somewhere nice. You guys have yourself a good one. Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll see you at the track. Thanks.